How to fix your RAM ABS module or your ABS light. So this is the motor that came out. Problem is with those motors, one of the brushes gets stuck. When it cold sits, the brush goes back to it retracts, but when it heats up, it seizes up and it's no longer moving. So the fix is to get a motor. You can get the whole ABS unit, you know what I mean? It's of course a personal choice, but the quickest, easiest way is to, some people are able to free up, you know what I mean? Mine was so jammed that I was not able to. I tried it. Here you go. No, it did not came with the whole ABS unit. It just came motor and this part where the motor attaches. You might say, why not just replace the whole thing? Well, then you have to break the brakes. And I don't want to do this. I want to get it done quickly. However, I'm not going to throw this away just in case, you know what I mean, this part stops working for some reason and then I have a replacement. But I'm going to remove the motor, compare all the dimensions of this one, all the sizes, and if it's the same, replace it. If not, then we'll end up replacing the whole thing. It should be the same, but we're going to measure it and we're going to find out. So, is the replacement motor that I pulled from this ABS block, half of the ABS pump module, identical to the old one? Well, you can tell there is a new one and there is, well, old one, you can see, new one. They are identical. So I mirrored everything. So now we're going to use filler gauges so we can get them in the hole right there. I can post the links for all the parts if you're interested. So that's it, you know, they are identical. There's not much to it. I measured everything, not a tape measure, you know, using a tool for measurement, and they're all identical. So that's pretty much it. Replace the motor yourself and save ton of money without, you know, dealer headaches. So how do you install this motor to resolve the ABS message code on RAM pickup trucks? Well, the motor is in, one of the bolts are already in. I have to do the other side. You follow the steps like everyone else on YouTube done it, using filler gauge. My recommendation not to use anything thinner than 13 mil because it bends. You can see that right there because you exert a good bit of force. 25, 13 is just easier to remove versus the 0.25 mils. But however, either one, you know, buy two sets, 25, 20, what's this one, this 13 mil, somewhere around 20. If you use something smaller than that, it will crush. Let me show you. So this is my collection. As you can see, they just crash, bend, and you can't push it all the way in. That's the problem. Use it somewhere in 0.20 millimeters. That way you are set. See right there. Once it gets that crushed, jammed, that's it. You cannot no longer. And again, practice. Before you go in, you know, you don't need to exert a lot of force underneath the vehicle to install. You have old motor, you have this block. Practice, try different filler gauges. Yes, it can be done underneath the vehicle. Just be patient. You know, don't be in a hurry, but it can be done. I just done it mine. This is the old, as you can see, and this is just the third video. So give you guys steps, whoever is interested and they want to know, can this be done? Absolutely. Harbor Freight, you can pick up the filler gauge, or there's other places where you can pick it up the filler gauges. It doesn't really matter where you buy it, you know. Buy it what works for you. These are straight, but you can bend yourself. Don't bend 100% 90 degree. Use some curve because they just snap. Let's see if I can show right here. They just break, you know what I mean? If you try to, metal is just brittle and it snaps. So that's how you fix, and there's a few tips, and definitely helps with having a 1/4 inch sockets and Torx bits. I'm using Torx bits right here. I believe it's E8 or E10. E8, I guess, yeah. So